Hello, Nigerians. Hello, viewers. You're welcome to what is trending on Diaspora Digital Media. I am Otra Sain, and with me I have Ibrahim on my right-hand side and Mercy. Mercy. All right, you're welcome to this program. Um, we're going to talk about something that is very so mind-boggling. What is that? An incident happened at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Anambra State. A girl was attempting to, or should I say, was doing a content with her phone in the school premises. And then, while doing that, one of the lecturers wanted to pass by. What happened? The lecturer, she was like, in front or impeding the way in which the lecturer was about to cross. Then the lecturer, as he was trying to cross, he shoved her aside and passed by. Then the girl, these Gen Z kinds of people we have today, they are mad. Some of them could be mad in any way. So the girl looked at her friend and said, "What nonsense." So she used maybe an insulting thing against the lecturer. The lecturer overheard that and came back and demanded that she delete that video because he appeared in it. But the girl refused to do that. What happened? An altercation ensued. And in the course of that, the lecturer became almost naked. His clothes was torn. His hand, he got bruises from the bite of the girl. But then later on, the girl went to her social media and claimed that the lecturer had assaulted her sexually, had grabbed her breast, and all that. And then the funny thing is that the girl's mother is also a lecturer in the same school. Anyway, we are going to talk about this, but first I would like you to watch the video so that you have an idea of what we are saying. So viewers, watch this video. We shall be right back.
Excuse me.
Can you imagine? Just me.
All right, welcome back to DDM Talk Show. What's trending? My guest, or should I say my colleagues, DDM colleagues. I believe you watched the video. How do you feel about it? Are you surprised of what happened?
Well, I'm not surprised actually,
Why?
but I would like to say we lost it as a society, and we lost it as a people. You know, we are living in an information age whereby we get connected to every person that inspires us around. So this communication is both a blessing and a cost. So most of the people of the generation we like to call Gen Z, they are born during this information age. They got inspired due to the vastness of information in the media space. They got inspired by a lot of random things in the media space. And we lost the Africanness in us. I'm a stand Pan-Africanist. And I can tell you vividly that African society is embedded in our culture to respect our elders. Looking at the visible manifestation of some of the cultures in Nigeria, for example, looking at the Yoruba culture, you go down, you bow to greet your elders. In Hausa cultures, you can't look at your elder in his face when you are greeting him. But all of a sudden, a lot of things happen from 2000 to that, the rise of media age, that's the information technology age. Most of the people that are born during that period, culture is so strong. Before we have the culture, when we own the culture, but now we don't own the culture anymore. So the best way is for us to know how to navigate through it and manage it properly. channel this information technology properly in such a way that it will not do away with the African roots. Because if you don't stand for anything, if you are tolerance of everything, then you stand for nothing.
But do you think that the lecturer has a piece of blame in that video because he was the first person that touched the girl inappropriately, or should I say disrespected? Because if you are saying "excuse me," you can actually say it without having to poke the person. Excuse me. And so, what do you think, Mercy? Because you look like a Gen Z girl.
Okay, my opinion about this whole thing that happened in UNIZIK is that I didn't see anything insulting in what he did. Me, if you ask me, I would say that the man, maybe he was in a rush. Do you get?
The lecturer was in a rush.
Yes, that is how it looked. I don't know if he was really in a rush. But this person is an elder, being a Gen Z or not. Do you get? This man said, leave the way. At least that's what I can say that I heard. He was like, let me leave the way. And then he pushed her a little. The little should have even just said, see, it's just this generation or it's just now. In my school, when we see a lecturer coming, whether you are my lecturer or you are not my lecturer, we accord you that same respect that we give our lecturer. So if you are even saying, so is she trying to tell me that she will be happy if another person talks to her mother or tears her mother's clothes? Because now we are not saying if her mother was a lecturer, her mother is actually a lecturer. So is she saying that if that scenario plays out to be her, because she can't tell me that her mother too is not also rude to other lecturers. In my own experience, I would say that female lecturers are more rude than men lecturers. Do you get? A man can even give you a listening ear. Some lecturers, female lecturers, if you enter the office, they're like, look, get out of here. Do you get? For no reason. So is she telling me that if it was her mother that like shoved her away from like that, will she turn? See, it's not even her friend. Her friend was like, look at this man, no. Do you get? That was the statement her friend made. Was like, look at this man, no. She was like, he just spoiled my video. So me saying, delete this video. I don't like the fact that I am in this video. And you went ahead to come after me to the point where you have to tear my shirt. And then when you went out, because you needed a justification for what you did, you start telling people that this man touched you inappropriately. I didn't see him pass and touched you on your bum bum or on your breast. So let her show us the video. Because first of all, before this, when I saw the video, I was thinking that, okay, maybe the man has been making advances towards her. Sexually, because that's what might give her the right. Like if a man has made advances, that's where that disrespect will start coming in. But from my finding today, I found out that the man is not that kind of person. He's even a quiet type. Do you get? So I feel like maybe he was rushing to class and he saw her. Maybe he's like in his head, like, instead of this one to be in class, she's busy making video. Excuse me, let me pass. So the little you'd have just done, sorry, sir. And this is your elder. So are you telling me that if it was your mother, you would like a fellow student like you to fight your mother and make this? Me, I like the fact that the man's wife is a judge. She should bring that evidence. I want to see the part where the man touched her inappropriately and it was wrong in all round, because this man is your elder. Even if you didn't like the way he spoke to you, you would have gone to his office. Sir, good afternoon, sir. Please, what you did in the afternoon, I was not okay with it. And his mind, you even see that, but he might even apologize. Maybe something even happened at home and he was coming with this, let me just go to my office and get my mind off it. And like what? You disgrace your lecturer in front of... Now they are making it like it's a normal thing in educational system. I want to see how our mother will defend that and have to go and teach other people's children morals. Because you see children that they are very disrespectful outside. Their parents like teaching other people's children morals. So I want to see how her mother will stand in front of other people. My mom is a lecturer. I don't think any day in school my mother had come to the department. They are saying, oh, Mercy did this, Mercy did that. The first time my mom had to come to my department was because of my production. And it was even my lecturer that had to go and call my mom. Oh, even the day people saw her, they were like, is this your child? I have never had that reason because first I thought that whatever I do in school will affect my mom's job. It will affect my mom's reputation outside. So is she telling me that in all this, she didn't think that how will her mom feel? How will it affect her mom's job? So I don't know. It's not about a Gen Z thing. The last podcast we did, I said parents have to do a whole lot now. The parenting system now is bad. Very, very bad.
Parenting.
Yes.
So he talked about technology being responsible for the whole thing, and not
Now,
just parenting.
When you say technology, when you say technology,
Hmm.
see, I can go online and decide what I want to adopt, the character I want to adopt. But parenting is also one thing, because now parents do this thing of, I want my child to be comfortable with me. Because you want your child to be comfortable with you allow your child do some things that you just turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
And before, my lecturer will always say something that before, training a child was a community kind of thing. But now it is more like a one-man thing. At least what your parents cannot see, your neighbors will see.
We'll see. Yeah.
My lecturer told me one thing one day, that he saw their neighbor's child outside. I think she was wearing a bikini, bra kind of bikini, and went home to go and like tell the mom that, see what this child is wearing. I hope you are seeing. He said that when he knocked at the door and the mother opened the door, what he saw the mother wearing, he couldn't even tell the mother. Yes, it's this. So I think that it all boils down to parenting. Do you get? You do things out there. Are you thinking, if there are some things about, if I do outside and my mom sees, even me, I'll be ashamed on her behalf. But I think that parenting now is so bad. Like, parents now want to feel like they are abroad. We are Africans. We are losing our culture. We are losing our respect. That was what the white people saw, and they knew that they can't have it. Do you get? And then they make it feel like, I feel like the white people brought this, oh, you must listen to your child, you must not beat your. Nobody is saying that you can't beat your child, because even the Bible says that you should, if you spare the child, it's a problem. So you see your child, you can't tell me that character she's exhibiting outside, the mom didn't see, the father has not been. The mother is a lecturer. Me, I want to know, what is she teaching other children out there?
Yeah, so what I got from what you just said is that she was motivated by the fact that her mom is a lecturer at the school.
She feels like her mom
that
will
gave her
stand
the
up.
boldness
Yes, the boldness
to do whatever she wanted to do, and thought that she could get away with it.
Yes.
All right,
and now it turns out that she didn't even know that the man's wife is a judge.
But are you giving all the blame to the girl? Does the lecturer have any kind of blame? Because, like I said, respect is reciprocal.
Yes.
That is what we call law of reciprocity in nature. If you respect me, I respect you.
Yes.
What the lecturer did in any way, by the way she shoved, because you won't watch the video, it's very clear what
I'm not saying that what the lecturer did is right, but in Africa, we have come to know that elders are always right. I don't know if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
She won't tell me that if her mom did that exact same thing, she would do that to her mom. She won't tell me that her mom has not done that to her before. But she's telling us, see, that character she exhibits outside, she's telling us that means she can even fight her husband.
Very
because
sad.
that's what we were saying.
It's possible.
That's what we were saying out there. So she's telling us that. So if she and her husband has that kind of problem, she felt like the next action was to fight an elderly person. Like I said, the man was also at fault, but she also had a responsibility to go to the man's office. Like, if someone does something to me at that moment, I'll come to you. I'm that kind of person. Say what you did. See what you did. I don't like it. And hear from the man. I felt like that was the right thing she would have done. If maybe when she went to the man's office, the man was like, will you get out and all that, then she would have raised
An issue out of
an issue out of it.
Yeah.
Do you get? So that was where she would have gotten her justification that I went to this man. I told this man that I don't like the fact that you pushed me out of the way. Not for you to publicly embarrass your lecturer, an elderly person in front of everybody, to the point where you got to tearing up his shirt and biting. What was that? So now this is the thing. We're also missing the fact that if that man had also responded to that action, everybody would have left the fact that she went after him and said he's a woman beater.
Exactly.
That was what would have happened. Because now I feel like these days now everybody lives the fact that women do a whole lot of things that are not nice, but because this person is a man, they push it, and then you start hearing people say that's how men do, that's how men behave.
Yes, I was about asking you that because when it comes to gender-based violence in this part of the world, it is usually based on the part of the lady. Gender-based violence, you hear that ladies is the victim,
Yes.
while the guy is the culprit.
Yes.
But that is not always true. That is one of the fallacies
Yes.
we have in the modern world. So how do you see that? How is it? Because
to me, if you ask me, I would say that women are taking advantage of everything, of this situation. Women are really taking advantage of the fact that if I do this if it involves a man, if I do it this way, everybody will turn that blame to this man. Do you get? Everybody will forget. Nobody will want to hear the story of this particular person. Everybody will always defend because they feel like we are the weaker sex. So whatever we say stand, they will be like, oh, she's a woman. Why did you not choose? But have you actually, we have some crazy women out there. We met a friend today and he was saying something that his friend said that his woman, that he was sleeping at night and the woman was looking at him. And when he woke up in the morning, the woman told him that, do you know that as you were sleeping in the night, I felt like stabbing you.
the woman told the guy.
Yes, that do you know that? Yes, how the guy that she was dating. It's from this discussion. She said she looked at him and she was like, do you know, as we were sleeping in the night, I was looking at you and do you know, I just felt like stabbing you with a knife.
Very sad indeed.
Do you get, like, that's really sad.
God.
Now, this Ibrahim, how do we solve the problem? Because we are helpless in this part of the world. It seems that the technology has taken over our young generation. Imagine a girl according greater respect to just immaterial things. Material things, I mean to say. You know, more respect to material things than to human beings. We are humans, first of all, before we start. All these things were not in existence in the 90s.
Yes.
They have come and they will go.
Yes.
Yes, but human beings remain. Our relationship will remain. So, Ibrahim, just in a matter of minutes, tell us, how do we, first of all, is it redeemable? What we have got now, the mess we have put ourselves into now, is it redeemable? And how do we reconcile all the situations? How do we redefine the concept of respect, the concept of, using technology to put it to good account? I'm not using it at the expense of your relationship with other people.
Yeah. You see, I like the way she because she just know everything. Parenting is to be made natural, not only the technology.
Yes.
But in some cases, you find out that the parents are trying their own best, but the children are being influenced by their friends, by this unsatiable urge.
Outside forces.
Yes, you want to feel alone. You want to feel among. You know this generation. We have another form of idolatry. We are worshiping money. You get, so for that you can do a lot of crazy things to impress others. So sometimes the parents are not to blame, because I can tell you that my friends knows me better than how my parents knows me. Yeah, you get. So sometimes they have very very little. They have their own boundaries. We show them what we like to show.
Yes.
So in that, I think it is redeemable, because we have to be optimistic. But it is very, very hard.
But Mr. Ibrahim, you know that I always say that, but no matter how bad you want to be, but if you know where you come from,
Sure,
there is a limit.
Sure, I'm coming to that. You know, every time, anywhere I am, I remind myself of myself, my parents,
Yes.
my community, and my religion. I am an advocate of both. And the way I present myself, I'm representing both. So I can't afford to fail myself. I can't afford to fail my parents. I can't
Exactly.
afford to fail my society and my religion. And that's what is putting a restraint to what I'm doing. But some people doesn't think about themselves. They think everything will just go in the
And
media
then,
space and you just impress people that they clap at you. But the same
exactly.
people will remind you tomorrow.
Yes.
Because internet
They doesn't
doesn't
forget.
forget.
Doesn't forget. That's
Get
exactly.
it? So they will remind you.
Yeah.
You don't know what tomorrow holds for you. So you come tomorrow, you want to be a leader of the people. They will remind you. Remember, you are so and so person.
After
And to
praising
them,
you.
you never change. To them, you
Exactly.
never change. So that's why you must have to just thinking outside the box sometimes. It's not just about the
Parenting.
click on the social media, not about the society. And again, what your lecturer told you is actually because when I was a child, when you do something wrong, the whole society will punish you. You get even in your household,
Yes.
your senior ones will punish you without even your father having any meaning about it. But now, if you touch anybody's child, wahala, you get everybody. We have this kind of love for our own children. We protect them, and that's why I say we lost it as an African society because we forget about our norms and
Where we
values.
come from.
All right. So the word now is introspection. Going back, remembering where you come from, and ensuring that you go back to your roots. And what is that roots? The roots of love, respect,
Yes.
harmony, and all that. So what are we saying? This happened in a school environment. I mean, the school environment is supposed to be
Learning.
yes, a
So
learning,
before they
yes,
offer
a
me
fountain of learning.
let me chip in. Before they
Okay.
offer me certificates in my university, they say character, discipline, and learning.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's mean if you lack one, no matter how smart you are,
Okay.
you are not entitled to that.
Do you know that I
certificate.
understand this thing you're saying? Because there was a girl, I think our lecturer was telling us that she was on 4.09 and they wanted to, like, it was just 1 mark for her to be in first class. So all the lecturers came together to have a meeting that why don't we it's just 1 mark. Why don't we just push this girl? Let her just be one of the best students. And one lecturer came out and is like, no. They're like, why? This, and they brought out the file that this is what this person did. And this is what she did at so time, which was very disrespectful. That's why I say whatever people do, but don't forget that tomorrow, whatever you do today will always pick up for you tomorrow. And that was just the end of everything. Because school is also in character.
Yes.
Once your character is not good, leave it.
Exactly. Of course, what we're talking about here is holistic education.
Yes.
It entails both the mind, the heart, and the hand. When they come together, then you have a full-grown person and human. All right, that is where we come to the end of this program, what is trending on the Diaspora Digital Media. Now, for more, if you like this video, ensure that you hit the like button, make your comments about what you have discussed, and then share this video. Then do ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting, trending things in Nigeria and around the world. I am Otra Sain, and again, I have Ibrahim and Mercy. Thank you for your opinions on this matter.
You.
All right, guys, see you next time. We remain DDL. Thank you.